Live exclusively on DAZN. A champion with a disputed crown. A self-proclaimed king without a throne.
King Ryan!
Vegas Grounds champions. Barrios versus Garcia. February 21st.
Wait,
You know, that area. But Barrios does have some pop on his shots, and he has some counterpunching ability where I think he can hurt Ryan Garcia. Do I see this fight going a distance? I don't think this fight's going to go to distance. I think there's going to be a knockout in this fight.
What do you think of Garcia Barrios? Who do you think wins that fight?
Whoever God wants to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who do you think's what did you think of Ryan's power at 147? You know, is he as good a puncher as he was in the lower weights? You feel like that carried up all the way?
I don't think he hit me once.
Right.
Bro, you ready? Sure. Bro, time, man.
Dave! Let's go!
Biggest round right here, bro.
The bees.
You ready, bro? How you feeling?
Yeah, excited?
Yeah, thanks. Well, again, dude. Shit, sir. Yes, sir.
Ryan Garcia, despite the endless controversy and heavy doubt, is leaving no doubt about his intentions. He has been vocal and direct that he's ready to fight Mario Barrios and believes he can easily knock him out. By stepping onto the scales without any drama, he's shown he's in peak physical condition and mentally prepared for a real title war, not just another circus. This isn't just a fight music, it's career survival now. And the boxing pros who once counted him out are officially scrambling to flip their final predictions.
He's not used up physically. He's still young. He's fine physically. He's got the speed advantage. He's got the power advantage. He's more quick twitch. He's more explosive. He's the more explosive fighter here. He's got that real good kind of left hook. He throws it to the head or the body. He's a talented, athletic fighter who is not consistent. He's not consistent because mentally, you don't know where he's at in the last couple of years of his life, in his boxing life. We just don't know where he's at, and it's all about that. If you think he's in the right place, then I think at this point in Barrios' career, Garcia being younger, Garcia being, as I said, just faster with his hands, a little more explosive, obviously. I think that you favor Garcia the way the bookmakers are. But again, the X factor here, the big if, and it's a big if, it's the elephant in the room. Is he okay mentally? Where is he at? You got to it's gambling. You got to take a gamble. You got to guess. Is he right mentally? I think that the best I can say as a forecast and a guess for that, Bud, would be it's been quiet on the Western Front. If it's quiet on the Western Front with Garcia, that's good news. If there's no noise, then maybe things are good.
With the challenger officially in physical shape, the divide among boxing experts has turned into an absolute war of words. The confirmed readiness of Garcia has forced legendary analysts to pick a side, and the contrasting opinions are completely polarizing. On one side of the fence, you have the legendary Teddy Atlas breaking down the psychological and physical advantages on his podcast. Atlas pointed out that the bookmakers heavily favoring Garcia actually makes perfect sense. He highlighted that the champion did not look spectacular in his recent draw against a 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao. Atlas suggested that Barrios might be getting a little long in the tooth, making him the perfect target for the challenger's explosive quick-twitch music speed.
I think that you favor Garcia the way the bookmakers are. Barrios is getting older. His last fight, talking about people getting older, the legend, the iconic legend, Manny Pacquiao, he didn't look great in that fight. Some people thought he lost the fight. I'm not saying I thought that, but it was a close fight. People didn't expect it to be that close. It was, and they're going to take that, and maybe rightfully so, as Barrios starting to get a little long in the tooth, as they say.
But completely shifting the momentum in the other direction is former two-division champion Tim Bradley. In a fiercely heated take, Bradley confidently predicted an easy night at the office for Mario Barrios. He did not hold back, bluntly calling Garcia's boxing fundamentals trash. Bradley heavily questioned if that infamous knockout power can even make a dent at 147 pounds now that he is stepping into the ring without a massive weight advantage or the lingering whispers of performance enhancers.
To go to distance, I think there's going to be a knockout in this fight. It's either going to be Ryan Garcia catching him as he's coming in, or vice versa. You're going to have Barrios catching Ryan Garcia as he comes in, or even if he exits, with a right hand or something like that, man. I see Ryan having a hard time with just, again, the IQ of Barrios. Say whatever you want to say about him. Barrios is tough. He's gritty. He's solid all the way around. Offensively, defensively, he's solid. Whereas Ryan Garcia is there's a lot of holes in areas. He's not a good inside fighter. He turns his back on the inside. He stands straight up, a lot of the times, and, he'll go into like somewhat of a, low lead hand, leaving himself wide open for right hands. When he's, sometimes when he's in close, he doesn't really have not too many tools at his disposal other than, when he's outside, and he'll try to use like a post outside to kind of like, keep you measured, throw a right hand behind it. But he's just looking at flashing with combinations anytime he can, and then just get out, flash you with combinations and then get out. That's it, and catch you with the left hook. There's not a whole lot of nuance to his game at all, people. It's not. He's just really special at the, hand speed and hitting you with something that you don't see, and clip.
The chaotic debate is not just limited to retired legends. The people closest to the fighters and their bitter rivals are also throwing massive fuel onto the fire. Hall of Fame promoter Oscar De La Hoya publicly questioned Garcia's actual motivation, wondering out loud if his fighter is truly there psychologically or if the recent distractions have completely derailed his focus.
Over the last couple of years, obviously there's been highs and lows, it seems like, with you and Golden Boy. Where would you describe your relationship at today with Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy?
Everything's cordial. We're all doing business. There's no need for unnecessary drama, and we're just here to do our job.
Ryan, you defended yourself in the aftermath of what happened, and the hating win got taken away from you. But are you at all looking to quiet some of that talk that you only had a performance like that at the championship level because of the Osprey, because of PEDs and all that kind of stuff? And will this performance go away of silencing that?
I'm sure they'll find another angle, at the end of the day. So, for me, it's just performing how I know I can, and being happy with, and I'm a hard critic on myself, so just being happy how I perform to make me happy. Because I know sky's the limit.
If they're trying to take the left hook away, make you beat them with anything else other than the left hook, what's your answer for that, Chatter?
I mean, they'll have an answer. They're gonna have a rude awakening.
Instantly firing back against that narrative was Ryan's own father and trainer, Henry Garcia. He praised his son's brutal preparation, swearing that this camp is the most complete of his entire career and guaranteeing that the absolute best, most physically strong version of his son will show up on fight night.
Mario, but to show that yourself, that you're one of the top trainers, because I know that you were thinking, hey, I want to give what's best for my son and have him move around with Eddie Reynoso and then everyone, but is this your opportunity to show the world that yourself?
Well, here's the thing, okay, and I'm glad you asked me that question, okay? People gotta understand, I'm not a new coach, okay? let's make that very clear. I've been with Ryan since he was 7 years old in this sport. 2 decades, okay? I had him winning 15 national titles. I had him as a professional 13-0 with 12 KOs, okay? Politics got involved somewhat, so they decided, and as a father, I'm gonna humble myself because I didn't want to break that bond. I didn't want to break that father-son bond. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna let that happen. So and Ryan and I, you know, we've always been in agreement with a lot of things with Eddie Reynoso, you know, Canelo's camp. We've been with Derek James, and Joe Booster. And every one of them, of course, they bring in their own specialty, and that's okay. But I have mine as well. You know, it happens to be that the circle has came back, and now it's me.
But the most brutal assessment came from an undefeated rival watching closely from the sidelines. Undefeated British star Conor Benn, who is next in line for the WBC belt, completely dismissed Ryan's chances. Benn confidently stated that he would bet any amount of money that Barrio stops Garcia early. Heavily criticized Garcia's focus, predicting that he is simply going to fumble the bag under the blinding lights of Las Vegas.